All right, guys, let's get right into it. Again, this is SPY, the way I try to see it, trying to show you what I'm seeing. We track these trades live in our free Discord, and if you want more instruction like one-on-one, I do that, so holler at me. Okay, so today was a good day using the levels we had yesterday. We had one call out. We took profits at 145%. We had another one we took profits at 76%. So it was a good day. I'm going to show you exactly how these levels played out. What I did was, remember yesterday, I kept talking about, I think people even made fun of me in our Discord because I was so obsessed, right, with this 368 point number. It's a strong weekly support and resistance. You saw it here at the support there, turned into resistance. After hours, turned into support yesterday. And then again, I saw some bouncing here during the pre-market this morning. And then I saw that they attempted to lose it right off the open and then were able to get it back. So again, I knew that level had some bounce. You could see that candle squeaks just above the level. So I didn't want to take that put play yet. And then went up here. So I took my puts as we went under here, and I got a wick close under, right? Wrote those down to where the next monthly support was. So I'm going to talk a little bit again about these monthly supports, what our no-fly zone is, and kind of all that stuff headed into tomorrow. So what you're seeing, like I mentioned yesterday, SPY is so volatile that it's forming bases around strong weekly and monthly levels. So I'm only using daily levels to really guide me through the trade and let me know where I'm supposed to expect a little static. So it played with these monthly levels to a T. You see we had the two monthly levels here at 364.75, 364.36, and it bounced off those earlier today. I actually took calls to swing. I wasn't thinking about the fact that Snap had earnings, which I should have, but I took calls to swing because of the fact that we showed such strong basing at that level and a bounce off to end the day, right? We got, boom, two bottoms at that level, and then we shot up into the end of the day. So I like that level for a swing on probability. I want to talk a little bit about this no-fly zone that we have up here. So the reason why I have that as a no-fly zone is if you look, there are monthly support resistances at three different points between 370.3 and roughly 372, 371.88, right? So when I see three monthly support and resistances lumped together, I'm not going to take a trade in that range. Why am I not going to take a trade in that range? Because of the fact that at any given moment, in a no-fly zone like that, things could go sideways because there's so much resistance that can lead to chop, or you can't trust the play. So for example, I told everyone here this morning, you don't want to buy anything in between this range, right? Even though it looked like SPY was clearly flagging, right? That is a clear bull flag pattern you see trying to develop, and you also see it trying to develop right here on uptrend. Right, there's an uptrend there, but also there's a shorter term uptrend from here to here. So you would think to yourself it's an uptrend, but because we've got three monthly support resistances within that band, you're not going to want to take that trade because at any given moment, it could just go against you, right? So look, this last monthly resistance up here at the 371.88 level ended up shooting it back down. So you can't trust anything in there. The key to this method of price action trading, which I really try to get across, is it's all about level conquers, level failures. That's it. It's just a video. I just kind of saw that, but that's really how you have to think about this price action. It is a video game of level conquers and level failures. It's like Frogger. Did we get through this level? Yes. Did it pass retest? Yes. Great, that level's lost. And then we take it on down to the next major level that we have, 364.75. Now we see here, is that level strong? Yes. It sends our Frogger back up. It comes back up to back test it, and then we go up. So what you're thinking about things in terms of levels and trends, that's all you really need. I hardly use volume, if at all. I never use any indicators or anything. I just look at what levels are going, which levels are coming. So for tomorrow, if I'm bullish, right? If I'm bullish, the first place I'm thinking of really cutting is with this volatility is at that 368.30 level because it's been such a magnet. If we were to pass that level, then I'm looking up here toward that 370 level. I'll probably stop just shy of 370 in case the algos try to front run it. To the downside, we've got 362.17 if we break through here. I put that in white because that's a previous June low that's been a top, really sought after level. It's a monthly level. It's a key level in pretty much every sense that you can have one. So this here to the downside will be strong protection. And then 362 leads to 359. So the way that I'm looking at tomorrow really is I'm just looking at these key levels and how we play off of them and where we bounce. And I'll switch to my daily support and resistance for how long I want to stay in the trade. But this is why right now, this is just the most profitable time to play SPX because it's all showing so much level respect. Level here, 362.17 is probably going to be just as strong if we end up bearish as 368.30's been. So tomorrow, just really focus on those monthly levels, put them on your own chart, right? If you just go to the monthly and then you add your monthlies that are historically near where we are now, you'll kind of see things the way that I'm seeing them. I also have charts like with full weekly, full daily, full all that stuff in them, but I'm not going to go through that here. So I was looking at other important kind of intraday levels for tomorrow. I found this interesting in after hours, right? After hours, it's really seemed to have a problem with 366. And what's interesting is you could see 366 was kind of a headache all day. You see that they pushed beneath it, then it sent it right down to that monthly support. Then they tried to get up, it wicked over for a brief second, and then it comes back down there, right? So they're really having a struggle getting it above this level. So that too you see in pre-market. So now I know that 366 is going to be key. Let me make that into a yellow. So I know 366.17 is going to be keen, or 366, because then we also see, remember, I love to go back a couple days and look at the price action. Notice that when we had this drop from 372, where do we stop? Right at 366, right? 365.86, technically I have for the body of that candle. And then we come right back up. So that level is going to be really, really important tomorrow, just as much as we see, look at the chop in our no-fly zone as well, right? So that's one of the things I'm always telling people is that you don't necessarily have to go back and plot all your daily, weekly support resistances if you do a good job of keeping an eye on the recent price action. And we see here, price action really moved within that no-fly zone, chopped. When it lost it, it came back down to our key level, and then it dropped through here, came to our key level 366. So all you really need to be doing is look at what's happening with the intraday support, extended hour support, daily, or the monthly, weekly. Again, just kind of summarize, between 370 roughly and 372, I'm not doing anything. Under 369.9 or 370, I'm looking at plays 368.30, 365.86. To the downside here, 364 is going to be a humongous deal. Don't expect to go without a fight. If we open the day down and we go as low as 362.17, I fully expect a back test of that level. So I'll be looking to play the bullish bounce there. And then if that level falls and is confirmed, I might swing something that goes down 359, which is the next monthly. All right, have a good one, guys. Oh, yeah. Join us on our Discord completely free.